So you want to look like a professional YouTuber and streamer, but you don't have thousands of dollars to spend on fancy equipment. Well, today I'm going to show you how to take your Amazon microphone kit and turn it into something that looks like $1 million. It's time to fake it till we make it. Roll the B-roll. So you may be looking around Amazon, Facebook Market, or eBay for some equipment to upgrade your current setup, or you're buying your very first setup and you start seeing all these really cool microphones and boom arms, but they're hundreds of dollars, and then you stumble across this listing of a microphone kit that comes with a microphone, a boom arm, and a shock absorber, and it's way cheaper. But sadly it doesn't look as cool as the $400 microphone. Well, that all changes today. This microphone right here is actually my backup to my backup microphone, just in case something happens to my main one. Now, keep in mind that having a microphone that is cheaper isn't necessarily a bad thing. I have shot a lot of videos on this channel using microphones just like this one. Heck, even my main microphone that I use right now isn't even that expensive of a microphone. Honestly, you can get really good sound quality nowadays with pretty cheap microphones. Actually, you know what? Here is a sound test with this microphone right now. No, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I guess I could have just talked for the mic test, but you know, when the mood hits, so I had to sing. Sorry. By the way, you probably already noticed I am standing to do this recording. I don't know why I haven't done videos like this before. I literally have so much room for activity. Ooh, yeah, pulled something. I'm okay. Not okay. Make it till we make it. So the first step of anything like this is the prep work. I need to take apart everything to make sure no electronics of the actual microphone are around when I do the paint. I also made sure to sand off the old scratched up logo so that when I added the paint, I didn't get any of the old logo showing through in like a silhouette through the paint. I'm also painting this boom arm that came with this microphone to give it a little bit more of a pop. These cheaper arms almost always come in this pretty simple all black finish. And I kind of wanted to go with like this mix of white, black, and silver for the paint job on this. Alright, so now came the hard part of putting the arm back together. One thing I will suggest is taking pictures of things like this that have a lot of moving parts and a lot of bolts. Thankfully, I did a recording of me taking this apart, so I had that footage to reference when I was putting everything back. And even with the pictures, I did put a couple of the parts in the wrong spot and had to go back in and fix my mistakes a couple of times. So again, take pictures, it will save you so much headache down the road. And by the way, I am really glad that I kept the joints on this piece black because I think the black and white panda paint job style to this really makes it look really clean and really pretty at the same time. Sadly, with my current setup though, I won't be actually using this microphone boom arm, but it will come as an awesome backup in case my current arm decides to break on me. One thing I did forget to do due to the fact that it was really cold outside is I forgot to put any matte clear coat on this thing. Though it should be okay since I don't see this arm getting too much abuse in the future. The paint that I used for this project was an all-in-one primer and paint that came in a matte white color. And then for the foam insert pop filter, I actually used a white fabric paint and then went over it with a blue dye tint. I made sure to use fabric paint for this part because I didn't want the foam to get really hard and crusty, which might affect the sound quality of the microphone itself. So when I was trying to come up with an idea of what I wanted to put on this microphone for decals, I came up with this fun little logo design that had NED hidden in the text, with the N and E overlapping and the D coming off the side. I repeated the D on the other side for two reasons. One, to kind of envelop the whole design in a circular-like shape, and two, if you flip the design upside down, you will get the same NED. And I'm sure you already gathered NED would stand for Naughty Egg Draw. Another thing I wanted to make sure was on here was the symbol for cardioid marking the front of the microphone. This way, if someone else was ever using this microphone, they can know which side is the front and which side is the back. And to cut out everything, I am just using my Cricut, but if you're trying to do this on the cheap, you can get a sheet of vinyl and just cut out the design by hand. I am just using the Cricut since I have one available. Other than the logo and the cardioid symbol, the only other thing I really added was some strips of silver to run along the side of the body to kind of break it up the white just a little bit. One thing I will say is after I actually put the design on, I kind of actually wanted to go back in and actually do them black and it kind of keep to the boom arm style look that I had going. But in the end, I still really love the silver because it adds a really chic and clean look to the whole design. Alright everyone, here it is, the finished microphone that went from being all gross and beat up to being absolutely beautiful, and I think it looks really cool on camera as well now. But I hope I was able to inspire you guys to maybe make some upgrades to your guys' equipment without actually having to buy new equipment. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you click over here on this video where I shoved a PC inside a GameCube. But remember, like always, keep drawing, and until next time, bye!